Hi, Assalamualaikum and good evening. Today we are going to do a PPT presentation. My name is Norazi Rasabihi and my team name is Nurul Afika binti Zulkifli. So, for the task scenario, we are working as a network administrator at a new company. The company purchased one piece of multi-layer switch 3560 model and also two pieces of layer 2 switch 2960 model. We need to design and configure the network topology inside the packet tracer simulation software. The connection among the three switches has two redundant links that must be bundled as three different etherchannel. So we are permitted to choose any of the link aggregation protocol to be applied for the etherchannel. We also required to create two different VLAN on each of the layer switches and make sure the VLAN can be connected successfully with each other. As you guys can see, we put one MLS and two switch layer 2. And for the connection, we put the straight through cable. And for the PC, we put 4 PC and the color is mentioned about the VLAN number, which is for purple color is for VLAN 10 and the pink color is for the VLAN 20. For the task 2, we need to create and name the VLAN. So first, on the switch 1, we have to enter the enable and configure the terminal before creating the VLAN. After that, to create the VLAN, we just enter the VLAN 10. We put the name lecturer command to create our VLAN name. Same to the next VLAN, which is VLAN 20, and we give the VLAN 20 name as a student. And for the next switch, which is switch 2, it's a same step like we create at the switch 1. And for task 3, IP addressing scheme for the PCs in each VLAN. For this, switch 1, configure terminal, and after our enter the configuration command, we just need to enter interface VLAN 10 command. And then we need to put our IP address, which is for VLAN 10 IP address, we put 192.168.10.2, and the subnet mask is 24. And then for the VLAN 20 is we put the IP address 192.168.20.5, and subnet mask is 24. And for the switch 2, uh, the IP address for the switch to VLAN 10 is 192.168.10.2, uh, and subnet mask is 24. For the switch to VLAN 20, IP address is 192.168.20.5, and the subnet mask is 24. And for the switch 1 and switch 2, for the VLAN, for each VLAN, we put the same IP address, which is the VLAN 10 for the switch 1 and VLAN 10 for the switch 2. We put the same IP address. Alright. So for the each PC, we put the IP address, which is IP address for PC 1, we put 192.168.10.3, and then the subnet mask is 24. And then for the PC 2, we put the IP address 192.168.20.4, and for the PC 3, we put the 192.168.10.8, and then for the PC4, we put the IP address 192.168.20.9, and then the subnet mask is the same for the each PC for the each PC. That's all for me. Thank you.
For task 4, we need to configure inter VLAN routing. Firstly, we need to access the interface VLAN 10, assuming VLAN 10 is the default gateway for SVI. The command is interface VLAN 10. Then we need to add the description to the SVI. The command is description default gateway SVI for 192.168.10.1. Next, we put the IP address, no shut and exit. Then we need to do the same thing for VLAN 2, VLAN 20. Interface VLAN 20, description default gateway SVI for 192.168.20.1/24. Uh, put the IP address, no shut and exit. For task 5, we need to configure interchannel. To specify the range of interface, we put the command interface range FA0/3-4. Next, we set the speed of interface to 100 Mbps. We put the command speed 100. Then we set the doublets mode to full doublets. We put the command doublets full. Next, we set the interface mode to trunk, which is the command is switch port mode trunk. Then we add the interface to the interchannel group, which is the command is channel/group one mode active. Under switch one, we put show at the channel port channel in the command to to make them listing the channel group and port channel in the group. Next, on switch 2, we type enable, then configure terminal. Then we need to specify the range of interface. We write the command interface range FA0/3-4. Then we set the speed of the interface to 100 Mbps, speed 100. Uh, then we set the doublets mode to the full doublets full. On switch 2, we write the command show at the channel port channel, let them listing the channel group and port channel in the group. And the last one, on task 6, we need to test the connectivity. We try to ping PC3 to PC1, which is ping 192.168.10.3, and the pinging was successful. We do the same thing to PC2, to PC4. Ping 192.168.20.4. Also, the ping was successful. Okay, so that's all from Azira and I. Thank you.